I had been working at my company for 8 years, slowly climbing the ladder, hoping for that one big promotion that would change everything. My wife Sarah had always been supportive, at least I thought she was. She'd often encouraged me to put in extra hours, saying it would pay off for our future. What I didn't realize was that while I was putting in those long hours, she was finding comfort elsewhere, specifically in the arms of my boss, Richard. It all started to feel strange when Sarah began dressing up more often, even when she said she was just staying at home. Became distant, her phone always locked, and her smiles felt forced. I brushed it off as stress, telling myself marriage had its phases, but deep down, my gut was screaming that something wasn't right. One Friday, I was told to leave work early because of a last-minute client cancellation. It felt like a blessing. More time to surprise Sarah with dinner and wine. On the way home, I picked up her favorite takeout, but when I pulled into the driveway, I noticed Richard's black Mercedes parked across the street. My heart started pounding. I unlocked the front door quietly and stepped inside. The sounds from upstairs confirmed my worst fear. Laughter low, voices, and then the unmistakable creak of our bed. My hands went cold. I walked up the stairs, each step heavier than the last. When I opened the door, there they were, Sarah and Richard, tangled in the sheets. The shock on Richard's face was immediate. Ash! But Sarah, she just sat up, wrapped the blanket around herself, and with the coldest tone I'd ever heard, said, "You should leave." No apology, no shame, just an order to get out of my own house. That was the moment something in me snapped. I didn't scream or argue. Instead, I calmly set the takeout bag down on the nightstand, pulled out my phone, and started recording them. Richard tried to get dressed quickly, mumbling something about a misunderstanding, but I just smiled. I told them both to carry on because I was going to make sure everyone saw the truth. Sarah panicked then, begging me to stop, but it was too late. I sent the video to HR, our company group chat, and even to Richard's wife, who I knew from company events. The messages started flooding in within minutes. Richard was fired before the day ended, and Sarah's social circle collapsed overnight. But I wasn't done. Since our house was in my name and I had proof of her infidelity, I filed for divorce and had her served the very next day. Out within a week, and I made sure she left with nothing but her clothes. Her friends stopped talking to her. Her reputation in town was ruined, and Richard's career was over. I later learned that Richard's wife took him for everything in their divorce, leaving him in debt. Sarah, meanwhile, tried to come crawling back months later, saying she had made a mistake and that she missed the life we had. I told her that life was dead the moment she told me to leave. The promotion I had been hoping for, I'd still got it ironically because Richard was gone. HR told me privately that they respected how I handled the situation without causing a scene at work. Income doubled, and I moved into a nicer place. Sarah, on the other hand, ended up working a low-paying job just to cover her rent. Friends told me she started drinking more and blaming me for ruining her life. I didn't bother responding. It wasn't worth it. She ruined her own life the moment she betrayed me. Looking back, the betrayal hurt more than I can describe. My revenge instantly, right there in the bedroom, felt like taking back control. She expected me to walk away in shame, but instead I turned her smugness into her downfall. I realized something important that day. Sometimes the best revenge isn't loud or violent. It's swift, calculated, and leaves the other person with no way out. That's exactly what I gave both of them. Now, whenever I think about that night, I don't feel pain anymore. I feel relief because the moment she told me to leave, she handed me the power to destroy the lies they built. And I used it without hesitation. The funny thing, I never even got to eat that takeout. But in the end, the satisfaction of what I did was far more filling.